Hi there, welcome to Flogian Dreams. This is my Shop My Stash for June 2023. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is my Shop My Stash that I like to do once a month to go over products that I was using in the previous month and to select some new bits to try out in the new month. So we're going to go into my makeup drawers as well, and then I'm going to show you what I will be picking for June. But first we need to go over all of the products I was using in May. So let me get to that first. But before we do that, it may be good to know that I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone, and that just means I have certain preferences based on that. And another thing that factors into my channel is the fact that I've been in the game for more than a decade, so I know what I like and I have some very strong opinions as well. And if you're into eyeshadow palettes, essence and Catrice, and getting the use out of your makeup, then this channel may be right up your street. So if you'd like to stay tuned for all of that goodness, and then if you would like to join the Snow Angel Club, all you need to do is click subscribe down below. So excuse the messy drawer. I know. A lot of people want me to make this more aesthetically pleasing, but this is just what happens after a month of makeup use. A month of makeup use where I have nearly used up or even hit pan on some products. So I hope you're excited to see all of the goodness. I'm gonna get to the exciting bit here first, but I used up my primer. So I rolled in the Kiko Milano Hydrating Perfecting Primer when I used up my Catrice Fresh It Up Primer. It's already in my empties pile that I used up completely. Very unexpected. I thought I still had a good month left in it and that I would be using it up around this time now, but this is already halfway gone as well. So primer wise, we're going strong. Do you see how much I have left in the green tea setting spray from Makeup Revolution? Oh yes, it's down to here, so that it also means that sometime this month I'm gonna have to roll this one out and select a new setting spray. Very happy about that. And then I'm very happy to report, do you see how flat both of these are? We're at that stage where it's become very difficult to get my lip balm and my Milani eyeshadow primer out of the tube, so I'm sure I only have a couple of uses in each one of these left. MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, you can't see anything yet, but I'm happy to report that now whenever I put my finger in here, I can feel the glass at the bottom, meaning we're gonna be hitting pan on this very, very soon. And actually, again, nothing that you can really see here, but I can tell whenever I use this little MAC eyeshadow in Yogurt to set my paint pot with, that there's definitely like a little bit of a well starting to form here as well. So my single eyeshadow that I always try to use up within a given year is going strong as well. Brow products wise, I mean, I've been using this, the Face Shop one, for a while, and it's not my favorite. I know I won't repurchase it, but this still has so much product left. Like, look at that. And that's just a wax bloom, so you can still use it because it's turned white. You might think, is that fungus? It's not. You can still use it just fine. Yeah, this is about only halfway done, so I think I'm going to be using this for the rest of the year. My brow gel is still going strong by Essence. Mascara-wise, the Catrice Glam and All, of course, is still going strong. But I will be rolling out the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. So this is the mascara that went viral on TikTok, and it had a whole lot of drama going on about it. And I bought it in a buy one get one free deal just to see if I would like it. But this brush, it's just not for me. This is not my kind of brush. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's got no spikes on one side, so it's completely flat. And then it has this wider, like, paddle style with pretty long spikes. Now, I like the effect this mascara gives just fine, but the amount of times where I have been half asleep in the morning trying to put this on and poking myself in the eye with the applicator, I cannot even count anymore on one hand. So I don't know why, but this is just a bit of a hazard for me to be using, so I'm going to be selecting something else. So yeah, if you were wondering what all of those mascaras were doing here at the front, that's because I opened these up to film a short for you, showing you my 5 favorite all-time mascaras. It, of course, includes this one. So now you have a sneak peek. You no longer have to watch that short once it's up. But I opened all of these to be able to show you the brush. So I wanted to keep it separate from my active makeup collection because there I only keep the unopened ones, and I know that I have some in the same tube in my drawer as well, and then I will not be able to keep them apart, and it would just not be great for it to go bad on me. So I'm going to be selecting the Lash Princess because I know that once that one is open, it lasts for about 6 weeks. So I can then use this one this month, and then I can use the other ones in the rest of the year. So I'm just going to keep them right here with my pen that I keep for like whenever I have to write something down in this room. And keep them nice front and center so I don't have to worry about not selecting the right mascara. But are you guys ready? I've hit pan on my Kiko powder, you guys. It just happened. I had not expected this to happen just yet, but look at that. We've got a nice bit of sizable pan. Yes, I've got a very big dip in this, so that's why I've hit the pan. There's still plenty of product left. But now that I've hit pan, because I think in a previous Shop My Stash, I said how I wanted to maybe roll this out and put in another powder and stop using this. But now I feel very motivated to see how long it can take me to actually use up the full thing. I tend to use up powders before I move on to the next one, and I do really enjoy this powder and what it does for me, especially now that we're going into summer and my skin tone is starting to become a little bit deeper. I've definitely caught some sun now that we were having some nicer weather, so this is now going a lot better, like it's working a lot better for me again. Love the texture. I find that this is a dupe for the Hourglass ambient lighting powders, so yeah. Can't wait to keep using this, so I'm going to move that back into the drawer in a minute. Another product that I just know I'm going to be using up very, very soon, because look at that. We've got a little bit of a hole here, and this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C3. This has been one of my all-time concealers, and now that I'm using it again, this is like my 4th tube of it. I'm like, you know what? When this one is done, I don't think I need to buy this ever again. I feel by now there are other concealers on the market that I just like a little bit better than this one. I think RMS, Glossier Stretch, I would just love those a bit more. So yeah, this is gonna stay in the drawer because I'm gonna use it up before I move on to anything else. And then I was still trying out some K-Beauty BB cream and foundation-like products, so I can do a video in the next couple of months where I round up 10 different K-Beauty BB cream / foundation like products. So this month I tried these 3. I still have 3 left that I still have to try, so I will be selecting those for June, and then in July I could do a full week of K-Beauty related videos, and one of them is going to be that BB cream overview. So I hope you're still excited for that one. I definitely am, especially after trying these 3 really, really lovely products. All 3 of these are so good. If I had to pick a favorite, it would be the Missha Choboyang BB cream. This shade match is so on point for me, and the texture. My dry skin loves this stuff, and it's just such a good all-rounder. Maybe Missha is just my favorite BB cream brand, who knows, because I love their Perfect Cover, and that's the product that really instigated my entire wish to try more K-Beauty BB creams. So can't go wrong with a Missha one. The Mizon Snail Repair Intensive BB Cream is really, really good too. It's a bit of a yellow undertone. It's in shade 21. This one is in shade 17, so it's supposedly lighter, but it's actually a really good match for me, and a bit more pinky toned, which we don't see a lot in K-Beauty BB creams. So because this is a bit more yellow, it's not perfect, and this is so intensely hydrating that now we're getting into the summertime, it's actually too hydrating. It didn't really break up on me, nor did it look too glowy, but I can just tell that at the moment my skin doesn't fully absorb the product. So it kind of sits on top and it slides around a little bit. It's probably because of the snail extract that it contains. But for the winter time, I definitely want to go back to this because this is going to be lovely. And then the Holika Water Drop Tinted Foundation. Again, good shade match, perhaps a touch too dark for me, and I love this packaging. Do you see this little button at the top? If you unscrew the top lid, you can see that button coming up to the front, and then you can like press it down, and then when you close it, as you twist it, the cap goes back in. How ingenious is that packaging? Just for that, it gets bonus points. Really nice, very lightweight texture. It's a water-based foundation, so that kind of works itself out with the name already. This is really lovely. I really enjoy playing with this. For bronzer, I had two options in here. The Rare Beauty Empower Boost is one of my favorite cream bronzers, so we knew I had to try that again. Took it with me traveling, was a great one-stop shop, easy to use. But in the latter half of the month, I was definitely using the Fenty Beauty more. And I think I want to keep this in again, just to see if I can try and hit pan on this, because I think I'm close. And it's just been so easy. I mean, it looks absolutely atrocious from how much I've used it. But yeah, I think that this is one where I just really want to try and see if I can hit pan. It's one of my all-time favorite bronzers. If I were to use this up, I would probably repurchase it as well. But we're still a little far away from actually using it up. These were the highlighters of choice for this month, and I wore all three of these almost equally. Again, at the start of the month, when I was using this a little bit more, I also wore the e.l.f. quite a bit. And this is such a nice highlighter. I mean, it's pennies at the drugstore, but it's such a good shade. It's the Jelly Pop highlighter, and I'm gonna do a swatch. I never swatch in these videos because I have reviews up with all of these now. So if you wanna see swatches, you can. All you need to do is go to the description box down below, go to my blog, and you can find all of the reviews. So here is that highlighter. It's so fun, and it actually went really well with this blush, but I'll talk about that in a minute. The NARS Fort de France, an all-time favorite, so lovely. When I wanted to go for that golden toned highlighter, this is the one I went for. And then I had the Kiko Ultimate Glow in here in shade 2. I use this so much. It's so pretty. It's not quite peachy enough for it to have so much warmth that it doesn't work, but it's subtle enough to give a bit of glow. It's perfection. This is one of my favorite highlighters I now have in my collection. So pretty. And then I mentioned blush, and when I was going through like trying all of those like more creamy and liquid things, I was also using this M Cosmetics blush. This is in Venetian Rose, and it was such a good match with this Jelly Pop highlighter. Like this, the glow of this blush combined with the e.l.f. highlighter was chef's kiss perfection. It looks so pretty. Like these were the three products I took with me to do like my entire face with for when I went to Paris, and it was great. I was able to keep my makeup bag super minimal and was able to do a full face makeup look so easily. I was very happy with that selection. One of my all-time favorite blushes, Lola from Nabla. Still love it, wearing it today. I'm gonna be filming other videos later today, so if you see some of my upcoming videos this week, then you'll see this blush on. It's such a good watermelon pink, and it is a bit more warmer toned. It leans a bit more red, but for the summertime, this is just perfection. And then something I was a bit nervous for at first is the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush Duo in Venusian Sunrise. Venusian Sunrise, which is a bit of a strange name, but it's one of these guys. The duo blushes that Pat McGrath launched last year, and this was surprisingly pretty. When I swatched it, it looked far more cool toned than when I used it with a brush. So this definitely doesn't have enough of the purple to it really go very purple on me. But because it's the perfect blend of like something cool toned and something warmer toned, it went with so many different makeup looks. I'm so happy I bought this because at first I was like, oh, I don't really need this. But then Black Friday rolled around, and if you spend over a certain amount of money, you got extra money off. And I was like, I might as well put the blush in my order as well and give it a whirl. And then I've properly tried it. I'm like, again, impressed with how good the formula of the Pat McGrath blushes are. Yes, they're expensive, but well worth the money for sure. And finally, another product that I just kept in here because I have to tell you about it yet again. I raved about it already a few times, but the Essence Luminous Eye Tint in Shimmering Taupe. I knew it had taupe in the name, but I wasn't sure of the entire name. This is so pretty. Took it with me to Paris as the only thing I wore on my eyes for the entire 2 days. It was so quick and easy to use, and in May, I didn't have a lot of time to do my makeup and like do full-on makeup looks, and this was a lifesaver. Look at how that shears out, but that, no words, just no words. If you love your cool tone neutrals, this is such a good product. I cannot rave about it enough. The only thing I do have to tell you is that if you put it on the lower lash line, you're not gonna like yourself. At least my under eyes did not like this. The minute I put it very close to my lash line on my lower lash line, my eyes got very teary and I had to take it off. But on the top lid, I'm fine. So just don't get it too close to your eyes where it could potentially go into the eye and you're good. But of course, I use some lip products. So let me talk you through. This has been a go-to all year. Like I put this in my work bag, take it with me. Great for touch-ups throughout the day if you just want to hydrate your lips a little bit. Wore it all winter, and if I want to wear something on my lips that's not too offensive and it's not going to distract from anything, this is what I wear. And that's the Dior Lip Glow oil, by the way. Of course, we used some Lisa Eldridge again. And these are from the Luxuriously Lucent line, which I'm going to do a video with very, very soon, so stay tuned. One of the newer shades that I hadn't tried much yet, Je ne sais quoi, which I skipped on initially because I thought I wasn't going to like it. You'll see when this goes on in that video that it looks stunning. It's such a good, it's not quite pink, it's not quite peach, and yet it's all of those things. But another one that I've been wearing, and again, this is the lipstick I'm wearing today, is Love of My Life. Such a good spring pink. Kiko Milano 510, the Jelly Shine Stilo. I put this on my lips when I filmed a video for my book channel showing you lipsticks that I associate with like villainous characters. And then I just wanted to wear it again that day, so I did. I tried some K-Beauty lip tints again. So I tried one from Amuse. This is one of their water tints, wet tints, I'm not sure what it's called. One from Wake Make and one from Peri Para. These are all pretty similar-ish shades, but these are again that very pretty spring-like pink, and I'm really digging my lip stains at the moment. I love them, like these lip tints, lip stain kind of things. Again, I want to do a video with 10 of them. I think I got 20-ish of these kind of products a few months ago, and I'm going to be doing one video in June and one video in July so I can show you all the shades. Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Pistachio. Last month I was all about Sesame. This is the other one that I bought, and this is a much better shade for me than the one I used to have, which was Coconut, which was far peachier. This is much more of that perfect mauve tone. Glossier Ultra Lip in Fête I wore as well for that sheer red moment. And for a nude, I didn't wear a lot of nude lipsticks this month. It was a lot of pink. I was really digging the pink. Velvet Muse from Lisa Eldridge. Some more brighter things, May Coral from Gucci, also a lovely one. And then Max, is it Lasting Passion? Yes, Lasting Passion from the Powder Kiss, which is such a good, like really fun pink toned red. It's like a neon red with a pink undertone. It's so stunning for like brighter season. Now that we've gone over everything that I wanted to show you here, let's go into the drawer and select some new makeup. So first up, foundation. As I mentioned, I have to try some more K-Beauty stuff. So this is the Holika Aqua Petite Jelly Foundation. And this is strange. So I can't wait to try it. It's got a spatula. Can you see that? I hope I like it. The Kiss Me BB Cream. This only comes in 2 shades, I believe, and it's a classic BB cream. So let me try it. And the other one we have to try is by the same. This is their Studio Foundation, I think, in shade 21. It's a mini. It's a travel size. How cute is that? So if this works, it's going to be a travel foundation for sure. I'm not going to select a new concealer just yet because I don't know when I'll run out, and I don't want to overcrowd the drawer. Same for the setting spray. I think if I run out of the green tea one, I'm just going to use the Charlotte Tilbury one because that's one I haven't used yet. So that can work. Primer, already selected a new thing. I know I said I want to use the Fenty one and try and see if I hit pan, but I haven't played with this one yet. So it's time because I got this in the Black Friday sale. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer, which everybody was raving about last year. And I kind of forgot I had this, so need to definitely give it a test. So here is the powder section, which we're good on. I need new highlighters and I need new blush, but I think with a cream and a powder bronzer, I'm good for bronzer, I'm good for primer. So product I haven't played with enough is not by ColourPop, but it's in a ColourPop compact. It's in fact by Sydney Grace, and this is, I think, called something like extra pumpkin spice latte, extra whipped or something like that. Came in a mystery bag last year, and they're probably doing another Christmas in July sale, hopefully this year. So next month, hopefully some new Sydney Grace bits, who knows? So I can give that a whirl. And I've really been loving like having a cream option as well. So maybe I just really want to go back in with the Rare Beauty because I love that one. And then another one for highlighter. That's another one that I'd like to use. Oh, I know. Bit warmer tone again. MAC Show Gold. Let's go in with MAC Show Gold. And I know these will look the same, but I want to go in with these like warmer tone blushes. June is going to be the month we're heading into summer, so I'm here for it. So the Catrice Cheek Lover oil infused blush in this like NARS Orgasm kind of a shade I love. It's one of my favorites. I love MAC's Heat Index, and it's like a cream to powder, so it's like a hybrid, which I think I like. And then for a cream option, I'm going to be playing a little bit more with the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Tahiti. I think I'm going to like that. Alright, so we've put that back together, but of course I also want to tell you what I will be playing with in terms of eyeshadow this month. And I didn't really go back to any older palettes last month. I did use 2 of the palettes that I had selected last month, but I forgot to take pictures of one of them and I just didn't manage all of them quite well. So I'm going to go back in with the purple palettes that I had selected last time from Huda Beauty. So the Purple Haze and the Lilac Obsessions, because I still think that these need to have a trial. But this month we will be adding the green options I have from Huda. So the Khaki Haze, which looks like this, and the Emerald Obsessions, which looks like this. So I'm going to test out my theory if I can do like 3 looks with these, like 3 looks with these and 3 looks with these. So 1 with each one individually and then a look with them combined. That's the plan. I hope I can manage. Then last month I was also playing around with the Retro Glam from Natasha Denona. That's the one look I did take pictures of. And I did that before reorganizing it and turning it into this. And this thing has my name written all over it. So I really want to play with this. I think I want to play with my other 3 reorganized Natasha Denona palettes next month. But this month I can't. I have to try this out and see what the looks look like now that I've taken out the pinks and pulled in more cool tone neutrals. And then I just want to play with something bright. This was already in last month and I didn't get a chance to play with it. And I really just want to do another sunset look. We're heading into summer, as I was saying. So this, the September Rose Slush, I have to use it again. And then I've swatched out the Feral from Menagerie a few times in the past couple of months. I have to try this again. Like, I just really want to do a look with that green. We'll see how it goes. I am very excited to use all of these. And the reason why I can select, hopefully, a little bit more of the palettes I want to go back to section is because I have very minimal amounts of new palettes to try. So last month, I was trying out 7 new palettes that were all quite big and bulky, and I didn't even manage to get around to this one. I also didn't wear a lot of eyeshadow from palettes. Like I mentioned before, I was using pretty much the Essence Eye Tint for a lot of my looks this month because I just wanted to whack something on and not worry and head out the door. So the Nomad Verona is being rolled into the review section of June. In case you didn't see it last time, here's what it looks like. Very pretty, but very grungy. But I think those reds and pinks can make it a little bit more fun for like the spring summer season. So this is on the to try pile for like the next week. And then I have some K-Beauty bits that I also want to try. So I've selected 5, and then I have 6 of them left for next month to try out. And these are all like, you know, 1 or 2 looks in a palette. It's not gonna, like, it's probably gonna take me a week to try out all 5 of these. So hopefully I can then go back to some other things because that was something I couldn't do in May because I just didn't wear that much makeup all the time. So this is by Peri Para. This is the Fallen Acorn eyeshadow palette. It's all going to look very similar. I'm gonna apologize in advance, but this is what I like. This is the kind of makeup I like. This is by Romand, and this is their Better Than Eyeshadow palette in Dreamy Lilac Garden. These like soft, neutral eyeshadow palettes is what I'm all about. This is by Holika Holika. I also have another one of the Romand ones, and I have another one by Holika Holika, so those will pop up in July. This is the My Fave Mood eyeshadow palette in Neat Knit. This is right up my street. I know I'm gonna love it. Then I have the 3CE Plot Twist palette, if I can open it. It's a bit more grungy, a bit more warm tone than the other options, but I think it can look pretty for this time of year. And then the Kaja Bento box in Rosewater, yes. 3 really, really pretty, why is this still in here? 3 really pretty, very shiny eyeshadows. So maybe I can pull this one in with some of the mattes from the other palettes when I do the look. We'll see how it goes, but those are the bits I want to try out and go back to for the month of June. So now you have a bit of an idea of some videos that I'm planning. We're going to do Lisa Eldridge lipstick swatches. We're going to do K-Beauty lip swatches. We're going to try out K-Beauty eyeshadow. We're going to try out some colorful makeup again as well. So those are all, that's all content you can look forward to. And of course, I will be doing reviews with products that I haven't reviewed yet over on the blog in the meantime. So those 3 foundations, the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and the e.l.f. blush, I will all be reviewing over on the blog in the upcoming weeks as well. So fingers crossed I can keep that train rolling this month a little bit better than I did in May. I just got busy and life got in the way, so then I stopped filming videos and stopped blogging for a bit because I just, you know, my sanity is worth a lot more than me consistently uploading, I have to say. So thank you so very much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up this video, and I hope you'd like to check out more of my videos, so subscribe if you do, and then I hope to see you in my next video.